All right. We are live with our week 3 of our Overwatch matches, Junior Varsity Overwatch match season. And today we are playing Blue Springs Senior High Junior Varsity Team Green. I think I have that correct. And a little bit of an early time today because a lot of our players are in the band and they have a parade later this evening. So no late game today. It's kind of nice. We'll get this in. And they will hopefully have a good showing at their parade. Waiting on them to start the match. So while we wait, we'll brag on the band members of esports. And they at their last parade, they got first place, which is the first time in a very long time that they were able to do that. So really proud of them. Want to support that program as much as possible as their oh, there we go. Thanks Blake for having our logo or banner in the background. Support them as much as we can. Hey, we've got a host, mosef.org. Mosef.org, thank you so much for hosting us today. Appreciate it. We are about to start our first matchup between the Richland Rebels and Blue Springs Jaguars. Our players are warmed up and ready, and I think they're mostly just excited that they got out of class early, if I'm being honest. Okay, so here we go. We are on, what map are we on? Lijiang Tower, and we have a pause right out of the gate. Or was that me that paused it? Yeah, they're paused over there. Not sure what's going on. Maybe they forgot to add their streamer. Custom game match restarted. Oh, must have had the wrong settings for the rule set. We are not the host of this one, so I'm not sure if import code. They are getting the import code. Maybe I can help with that. I've got that pinned somewhere in my Discord. Somewhere. There we go. Helping out the other team. So once again, if you're joining, we've got a Richland Rebels junior varsity team. We only have one Overwatch team this year. They chose to play in the junior varsity league. Mostly new players. I think we only have 2 returning players that have played this game before. So we're still sort of in the learning phase. Let's see. They are still taking a little bit of time, so we'll switch the camera over. So, yes, we are playing in just the junior varsity league this year as we learn the game. And Blue Springs is a very large school district, and they have many teams. So we are playing their JV Green. Looks like they have hopped back in and about to get started as the players select their characters. So still on Lijiang Tower. Best of luck to both teams today. So Richland needs to capture the objective. I believe on this map both teams rush to the same point. Richland finds it first and sets up their defenses. Blue Springs with a Reinhardt attempting to push from that far corner. Reinhardt kind of comes out to the side and flanks. Richland doing a good job of handling the threat as this Blue Springs team seems maybe a little bit spread out. Richland doing a good job of holding point. Blue Springs sort of unable to stay behind their shield. So it looks like Richland did a good job of pushing them off point. Rainbow on KBM sort of harassing their Junkrat from around the corner. They try pushing up to the right side on the stairwell. Azawaz has been playing a very good Mercy for Richland all season so far. This game is very new to her. She just started in our program this year. We are happy to have her. Richland doing a good job of maintaining control of the objective. Can Blue Springs take them out? Here comes the Reinhardt from the flank. Does take out Richland's Mercy. And a little bit more of a coordinated effort this time from Blue Springs. They are all over point, and it looks like they have taken it. It is still contested. Shello doing all she can to stay alive with the entire Blue Springs team trying to take her out. They do, and control switches over to Blue Springs. So Richland now on the offensive. Bastion has his ult and opts to come over here to the left side. Can we get some shields on the Bastion? There we go. We got a little bit of a damage boost there by Orisa. Bastion tries to flank, kind of out by himself. Reinhardt takes him out easily. Not sure that was the best approach there. Richland throws out some shields. Tries to get their players behind cover. Azawa's doing a good job of healing from behind the lines. Looks like Blue Springs has changed their target over to her. So I can hear our team trying to coordinate point, and they do. Sort of missed that on stream, but good job, Richland, clearing Blue Springs off the point. However, they are right there and ready behind their Reinhardt. Junkrat trying to flank them from behind, and does. Blue Springs contests. Mini Ninja, a former Reinhardt main, switched over to Junkrat here recently. There, Blue Springs Reinhardt just dominating with that hammer on point. So it is now overtime. Richland has 99% on objective. If they can clear Blue Springs from the objective and get that 1 percentage point, they will win this round. Junkrat setting traps in case they make a push. Blue Springs kind of racking up that percentage. Richland needs to figure out a game plan soon if they're going to take the point from Blue Springs. Right now, the momentum is all on Blue Springs, it seems. Lots of Richland players down. They will need to rush and get on that point as the percentage clicks to 100%. Blue Springs takes that first round. Good round by Blue Springs there. Looks like the Richland team decides to keep the same build comp. So thank you for watching if you are, and what you're seeing today is Richland's junior varsity squad versus Blue Springs green junior varsity squad. Blue Springs just took round 1 and making a really good push here to get onto the objective of round 2. Shello doing a lot of jumping around on point, wreaking havoc. And Blue Springs clears out just about every Richland player on point. So a strong attack there by Blue Springs. Before our match, I prepped our team, told them, hey, this team has the same 1-1 record that we do this season, so they are probably going to be a little tougher than last week, so you need to bring your A game. So far, that appears to be the case. Oh, nice ult there. If I knew the characters, I could tell you who that was. Rainbow getting assaulted there in that little side room. Blue Springs making a very strong defense there, keeping Richland at bay. Richland communicating over my shoulder their next game plan, trying to coordinate some ults. Maybe that is what it takes to push through this strong defense of Blue Springs Jaguars. Richland is contesting point. Rainbow on KBM was able to get in there, and Blue Springs is now reacting to the fact that their point has been contested. Can Richland clear them off? Seems that effort was unsuccessful. Orisa attempting to take point by their lonesome. Throwing a shield out, but unable to have any effect. That round won by Blue Springs Jaguars. And that was all Blue Springs with the momentum there. Good defense. Good play of the game there by Light Motif for the Blue Springs Jaguars. So they take round one. This is the round one best of 5 is what we play in this league. So we got 4 viewers. That's that's a lot for us. Thank you for watching. We've got Richland. Hey, Dark Jack, thanks for checking us out. Good to have you watching our matches week after week. Blue Springs Jaguars taking round one. They are ahead 1-0 in the best of 5. In our week 3 matchup with the Richland Rebels versus Blue Springs Jaguars. They are between maps right now, getting ready for the next round, trying to decide if they want any subs. Hey, we've got the stream live over there on one of our subs subs page. I do believe they're making fun of me over there. Thanks, team. All right. Are we making any subs? What are we doing? Let's play the next round. How about? So while we wait, yeah, they're asking if they're ready. About ready to start. We may have another Mario Kart stream tomorrow if I can get enough interest. We've got another school that's wanting to trial Mario Kart, and it is fun. We will definitely nerf on the coach. Yep, the coach is too much. I will be right back. Just 1 second.
I'll be watching over you. Where does it head?
Attack commences in 30 seconds.
Bastion, I bet you haven't had a systems check in years. Who knows what kind of weird behaviors you picked up?
Nothing's gonna stop.
Hello.
Stay here. I need
Okay. Where are we now? We are on Kings Row. Ah, yes. Richland played this earlier in the week when we scrimmaged Lathrop. This map notorious for its pinch point here with this opening in the wall and the objective right behind. Have to get through the pinch point before you can take objective. Blue Springs on objective. Getting made fun of left and right on the stream today. I can take it. Bastion's setting up, trying to find an angle. Will it be effective? Shield in front. Helps him out momentarily. Unfortunately, not protected enough. There we go. Starting to find some limbs now with that angle from the Bastion. However, Blue Springs is still occupying the point. Not enough. There we go. I think we are contesting. I can hear the team talking to one another, trying to coordinate this effort. Richland contests, just about has it captured. Can they keep Blue Springs off of the point long enough to control it? Very, very close. Oh, Blue Springs Junkrat jumping in. Now we have got a Reaper, and here comes everybody else. A good coordinated effort by Blue Springs to take back the point. Richland, having been wiped out, needs to regroup, figure out their next approach on objective. Bastion attempts to flank from the side. Solo, that probably not the best approach. There we go, able to get some limbs and clear a few of them off. Just not enough defense today with to help out our Bastion. Regrouping once again. Try to capture this point away from Blue Springs. Able to make a dent here and there, but unfortunately not enough to maintain control. Richland has more shields out now and a little bit of a damage buff. And just about able to contest point, and they do. And here comes a Reaper ult from out of nowhere. Fortunately, Mini Ninja, I believe. No, KBM was able to mitigate that threat. Richland capturing that first objective. Good job. They must now escort the payload. Good luck, because they will be greeted with a tough defense by the Blue Springs school. Dark Jack says, take some breaths and take the time needed. Yes, earlier my feedback for them when we scrimmaged Lathrop was, when it gets into overtime, don't panic. Keep your wits about you. Think it through. So far, doing a good job of escorting this payload. I can guarantee you they will be greeted by Blue Springs as they try to get to the first objective. Dark Jack says, good push on first objective. It took him a little bit. Hopefully there is enough time left to, ooh, and there is a 5 elim Junkrat ult. That is the one danger of being grouped up a little too close together. As you will have a Junkrat ult that will quickly punish that. the team trying to figure out what's going on after getting wiped out by the Junkrat. Blue Springs has sort of cut them off here in this little corridor. Hey, a good job by 9 Dino there. Gets several limbs and clears the way for Richland. Nice double limbs there by Rainbow on KBM. They make the first checkpoint. They have 2 minutes and 20 seconds for this final push. It will get more difficult as they progress closer to the final checkpoint. Still able to push payload, it seems. Oh, no, it is contested. There we go. Slowly inching our way forward as they need to get it, I think, just to that last little section there. Oh, the Reinhardt from Wow, we had... Where is everybody? Quite a bit of an exchange there. Team kill. Not so sure how that works, but Richland able to make the first objective in round 1 with 1 minute and 27 to spare. I do believe the way this works is that they will go back and forth and see who can push that the quickest. So 1 minute and 27 is the first check or sort of check-in that Richland does with that payload. Hey, we're up to 7 viewers. That is the most we've had this year so far. Appreciate Mosef.org hosting our match today. Kind of an early match. Normally the JV matches happen at 5:30, but we've got a lot of band members on our Overwatch team, and they have a very important parade this evening that they need to get to. So thanks to the Blue Springs coach for allowing them to play at a little bit of an earlier time. And as I said before, I really think our players were just happy to get out of class early. So Richland now must defend against the same objective point and escort. Let's see how Blue Springs makes their push. Richland chooses to take this pinch point, use it to their advantage. Here comes Blue Springs behind the shield of their Reinhardt, and they are pushing to the right side. Kind of grouped up there in the corner. Junkrat feeling a little gutsy. Tries to go out there and get in a few hits on him. Able to get in a limb on Light Motif. Pretty good defensive wall there that Richland has set up. It's like Junkrat's in the back making sure nobody flanked. I'm not sure if you can flank on this map or not, or if everybody must go through this pinch point. Not totally familiar with how this map works. So far, Richland doing a pretty decent job of maintaining control of this pinch point. As we saw Blue Springs do earlier. 9 Dino on a 5 elim streak. Dark Jack says you can flank it from the building. That would explain why Mini Ninja is over there checking things out, making sure no one's trying to sneak by. Ooh. There is the Junkrat ult. As we saw last round. That is something Richland's going to have to keep in mind. If they all wish to stick together, need to watch out for the Junkrat ult, or they will quickly all get eliminated. Trying to run back. Able to contest sort of at the last second. Oh, wow. Stunned by the Reinhardt. Reinhardt clearing them away. Looks like the attempt at reviving futile. As Blue Springs captures that first objective, they are now on escort. Richland doing all that they can to prevent them, or must do all they can to prevent them from reaching that first checkpoint. However, they have 4 minutes to get there. That is quite a lot of time, quite a lot of action that they will face in that 4 minutes. Up to 9 viewers. Thanks again for watching. Thanks Mosef for hosting. We greatly appreciate it. Get a little bit of attention on our program here at Richland. Richland has stopped the payload in this kind of alleyway corridor area. Blue Springs, however, all over the payload at the moment, trying to push their way forward. Oh, Sigma's ult brings them up. Unable to get any limbs from that, however. Kind of surprising. Oh, and the Blue Springs just rolls over the, the Richland defenses. And there they go with the payload. Mini Ninja, the only one left, it seems. They reach checkpoint 1 and have another 4 minutes to get it just that short distance. Ouch, Leitmotif eliminating Mini Ninja. Blue Springs proving to be quite a formidable opponent. There went our Junkrat, Mini Ninja, able to eliminate 2 with his ult. Good job, Azawaz, staying behind, able to heal the team from around the corner. Junkrat following the Blue Springs player, attempting to flank, and greets a crew of them. Sets the trap and attempts to run away. I believe eliminated by the opposing Junkrat Leitmotif. Hey, Richland all over the payload, pushing it back. Blue Springs trying to make a wave of a push, and it looks like they are coordinating some ults. Oh, wow, 9 Dino lighting him up. However, Leitmotif with another Junkrat ult just wiping out Richland. Ouch. Rainbow on KBM, the only one able to survive the onslaught. Both teams exchanging some damaging plays there. Richland doing a decent job maintaining defense. Just as I say that, Blue Springs able to kind of push it forward ever so slightly. 2 minutes remaining. 2 minutes just to get it a little bit further. Can Richland keep them? Hey, even if they do, if they can just keep them past that 1 minute 27 second mark, they need that if they hope to win this round. Mini Ninja once again trying to scout out the flankers. Sees one. Nice. Mini Ninja doing some damage as the team helps him head on. He's out there flanking. Gets a triple limb with the help of the team whittling them down. So Blue Springs is now past that 1 minute 27 mark that Richland put forward in the last round. Can Richland prevent them now from reaching the final checkpoint? Ouch. Mini Ninja changing limbs, exchanging one another back and forth with Leitmotif. They have each other's number, that's for sure. Down to the 1 minute mark, Blue Springs needs to get on this objective. I would suggest Richland not group up too close together, or we will see another Junkrat ult make quick work of them. Rainbow on KBM trying to come out there and flanked a little bit. Down to 30 seconds. Here comes a coordinated Blue Springs. They are going to make their potentially their final push here as they try to reach objective. Richland needs to keep the defense alive. They're all over the payload. They are flanking right side. Good job taking out the Reinhardt. 9 Dino. Collective effort there, actually. Just keep them pushed off of point, and they will have it. We are on overtime. Richland clearing out the remaining few Blue Springs members that are pushing. Oh, they got Richland off of point. They are regrouping now. Blue Springs is all over this payload as they make this final push. Mini Ninja once again trying to flank, deal with any flankers. Richland just needs to clear out the Jaguars that are on point and just stay on that point for just a second. Azawaz keeping everyone alive, but Blue Springs still all over the payload. And just that close. Can Richland keep them at bay? Really impressive push here by Blue Springs as they are just crawling all over the payload. Quite the skirmish back and forth. Good job, Shello and Mini Ninja getting those limbs. Can you just push them off? Oh, they switch over to Roadhog, trying to get some Richland players off of objective. Oh, they take them out. Good job, Richland, getting the victory on round 2. That one was a close one. They almost had it there. Light motif. We knew this one was coming. The Junkrat had multiple multi-limbs with their alt. See how many this one gets. Boom, 5 all right there, making it look easy. Be careful if the opposing team has a Junkrat, especially Blue Springs. Looks like they know what they're doing. So, good job, Richland, taking that round. It is now tied at 1. Maybe I should write this down if they're going to go back and forth. A professional streamer would have that put up on the overlays, and all the viewers would be able to follow along. But we don't have that here. You got your old coach trying to fill a position. Making some notes here. Okay. So, got the Dollar General stream. Right. There are all types of really cool overlay packages out there, I've been told by some of the other coaches in our MOSEF league. And boy, would I love to have the time to play with those. But I don't. Maybe one day we'll have that all straightened out. So, once again, appreciate everyone watching and appreciate MOSEF for hosting us today. Getting some more viewers in on the action. Seeing what goes on here at the Richland R1. So once again, we're playing Blue Springs Junior Varsity Green. I believe they have multiple junior varsities. And let's see. We are going back to the action. Where are we at now? I don't know all these map names. Junkertown. Maybe I knew that. In our Week 3 matchup, both teams have a 1-1 record in the league. So we have a little bit closer skill matchup today. And it shows because today's match so far is 1-1. Dark Jack wishing us good luck. We appreciate it. Appreciate you supporting our program.
Soon we will see if the hypotheses are correct.
So it looks like this is another escort map. Richland will press forward. I think they are going to be greeted with Blue Springs as they exit the gates, and they do. They are, rather. So set up high is their Reinhardt. This one appears to be a purely escort map. Bastion trying to stay alive on point. That does not work because of Blue Springs Reinhardt crawling all over it and swinging the hammer, or the axe, wildly. Shello trying to stick around there and harass them as Blue Springs clears them away. Richland will need to push the payload to those 3 objectives in this round versus the 2, or versus the 2 from the previous round. Bastion with a decent high point there. However, greeted by the Reaper that flanks from the side. There we go, keeping them off at least enough to keep the payload moving down the road. Good job, Clearly. Where's Clearly? Staying on the payload and inching it forward while all of the action happens behind them. Sigma using an ult. Doesn't get immediate limbs, but helping the team out, damaging their Blue Springs offense. Oh, one of the Blue Springs has switched over to a Diva. Let's see how Richland can adjust with that new team comp. Oh, the voice comms over. I hear over my shoulder. Trying to work through the stress of clearing the Blue Springs players away. They are trickling in one at a time, just keeping just enough to keep that payload from progressing. And there is that Reinhardt swinging and flailing all over objective. Keep away from that. There we go. Took the whole team there to try to bring the Reinhardt down. Richland meets the first checkpoint of Junkertown. Presses onward. There is that Junkrat ult. Oh, able to it only takes out Clearly this go around. I did overhear our players sort of communicating to one another when they heard that distinctive noise that Junkrat makes whenever the little rip tire is coming in their direction. Halfway to the next checkpoint. Caught in the Junkrat trap. Rainbow. Again, Blue Springs seems to just be trickling players towards the payload just enough to prevent Richland from advancing it forward. Wow, their Glassy Gamer 5 uses the ult and gets several limbs there. Richland pushes just a tad. Fortunately, the ult from War Machine only taking one of our players out. I love the communication over on our team, doing all they can to coordinate. However, at this point, Blue Springs definitely is controlling this payload that Richland needs to progress. I think Rainbow on a... There's another Junkrat. Ult. Fortunately misses. I think Rainbow did a good job of communicating the heads up there. All right, so Richland pushes the payload around the corner. 1 minute mark before they meet the next objective. Blue Springs has a really good defense. Tough for Richland to break through it right now. Oh, nice a limb there. Mini Ninja finds Glassy Gamer stalking the corridors. Rainbow trying to stay on point. Watch out for that Reinhardt. We're going to see his axe come out a swinging here in a second. 30 seconds remaining. Worried that may not be enough. Richland needs to push them off of objective. Finds a Junkrat trap. Junkrat finishes him off. 5 seconds. I think it is just going to be too much defense to get in there and meet that second checkpoint. That's okay. Richland getting it past the first checkpoint, but unable to take it all the way to the end. Gaining 1 point for the Richland team. 67.13 meters past the first objective. That is the goal for the Blue Springs offense now as they come and try to escort. Blue Springs looking pretty good in this round 3 in the best of 5. Richland will push. Get their defenses ready as Blue Springs comes out of the gate and escorts their payload. Last time Richland did a good job of keeping them from reaching as far as they did. Let's see if they can do it again here. Blue Springs coming out the top with a Winston down low, a little bit of a different build. And there is that Winston jumping in behind the ranks. Richland doing a really good job of mitigating that threat. However, that combined with the Reinhardt, just a little bit too much to deal with. Even with the res, Reinhardt chases after Azawaz and takes out Richland's healer. There is a Blue Springs team all over the payload. Bastion tries to find an angle by his lonesome and quickly taken down by Blue Springs. I believe that is McCree. Is that McCree or Reaper? Hard to tell. That is Reaper. Chasing Shello through the corridors, takes her out. So Blue Springs reaches the first checkpoint rather quickly. Bastion waiting around the corner as they sneak through and just immediately wiped out. Blue Springs pushing that very quickly, and very, very soon they will pass up the point that Richland made it to. We can see that here on the ground. Ooh, Motif had switched over to Bastion and got several limbs as Bastion. Blue Springs showing their ability to swap out the characters on the fly based on the situation. I'm impressed. So they met that same distance rather easily and get the victory on that map. Light Motif as Bastion. I think it was that one we saw right there at the end. And it was. So round 3 goes to Blue Springs. They're up 2-1 in this matchup. It looks like we're making a sub. We are putting in No Name. No Name is one of our returning players. Actually, he has played every esport title that we have offered. Rocket League, Smash in the spring, and now he chose to switch over to Overwatch. He told me the other day he had bought a whole bunch of loot boxes for the game, so maybe his character will look pretty awesome. So we are down to the last chance now for Richland. They will need to get the win on this map if they hope to continue on. As Blue Springs has a lead, 2-1. Thank you, Big Boy Racing, for following. Glad you're watching us today. And once again, thank you for MOSEF. Thank you to mosef.org. Missouri Scholastic Esports Federation. You can see that logo up above there in the spectating banner. That is the league that we participate in with our esports program. And we're very glad that they are hosting us today, getting us some exposure. Nine Dino. Some warm-up moves there, I guess. Okay, so we've got attack A. Richland will need to attack first objective A. Get the map name. Temple of Anubis. Ah, yes. So I can hear the exclamations of our team over my shoulder as they are greeted with the Blue Springs defense coming around that corner. Dark Jack says, watch the high and the choke points on this. Yes, directly to the left of that little corridor is a kind of a sneaky choke point that a lot of teams like to take, because trying to get to this objective head on is a bit difficult, especially when you've got a coordinated defense that Blue Springs is displaying. Nonetheless, we got 2 of our Richland players checking it out, feeling it out. I think they saw the Blue Springs player up there ready to greet them and say, hey, sure, go ahead and bring it on this way. See what happens. Mini Ninja over there still kind of feeling things out. Mini Ninja gets a limbed, but No Name pushes through. Ooh, Reinhardt there at that choke point, swinging that axe, is definitely a force to reckon with. Shello kind of still on the forefront up there, chooses to fall back, and I don't blame her. Very impressive defense so far by Blue Springs. Richland having a tough time juggling the problem. Nine Dino with his ult. Not sure where we're going with it. Missing the gate. There it is. There you go. And there's a Bastion waiting for you. Leitmotif has been harassing Richland this whole matchup. Meeting our Junkrat with their Junkrat, as well as the Bastion. Still kind of just hanging out in the corner there. Azawa's kind of caught out in the open. All right, Richland kind of sets up over here to the side, able to kind of make it through those gates at the very least and push to the right side. Their Bastion taken out by No Name. Little bit of a further push now as they're able to control more area past that initial gate. However, down to the last minute, Shello is trying to find a way to kind of jump and sneak in there. Ooh, met with a Reaper head on. Let's try to avoid that. Blue Springs is occupying the point with 3 to 4 of their team members. 30 seconds. Needs to figure out a way to handle this this defense. Mini Ninja making a really good push there. Mini Ninja and No Name kind of clearing away the Blue Springs players on objective, and now Richland is all over it. Very close to capturing, and they do. There was, what was that, down to 10 seconds, I think? That was close. They will have 3 minutes now to try to do the same on Objective B. The interesting part about this is the very long corridor with many little side corridors allowing either team to flank. That sort of open corridor there. Ooh, Bastion greeted with a... Oh, somehow able to survive that, I think because of the help of our Mercy. Richland contests, albeit very briefly, with a very aggressive Bastion 9 Dino. Richland regrouping now. Rainbow on KBM still kind of hopping around, trying to not get eliminated as Richland regroups. About a minute 45 remaining to try to push Blue Springs off of point B. Taking the Bastion out right away. Kind of a little bit of an opening there. Reinhardt with the shield to greet them. Azawaz keeping 9 Dino alive. Nice. Somehow able... Oh, there was a Bastion meets Bastion up there on that ledge. Fortunately for Richland, able to take them out. Richland crawling all over the point now. Needs to clear Blue Springs off. Down to 60 seconds. Kind of an intense moment as the point is contested by both teams. Richland doing all they can to keep that momentum. Oh, and Blue Springs clears them out almost entirely. Shello is jumping around, unable to really do anything as solo attacker. There is less than 30 seconds left now. They will need to regroup quickly, as quick as they can, get back on that point. 15 seconds remaining. Everybody needs to push here, but not as an individual, as a team. 10 seconds. Here we go. 9 Dino pushing very aggressively, is on the point. Can he do anything? by himself gets eliminated. We see the overtime timer start, and unfortunately not able to capture that objective. They almost had it though. That was pretty close. Good action there on that point B. Progress was at 48%. I missed 48.7% progress. So all they need to do is keep Blue Springs from reaching that far of a push in the ample time to do so. Tell the intensity over there in the comms is increasing as they are trying to figure out the game plan for this next round. So we saw Blue Springs with some excellent defense greeting Richland as they went through those first columns. See how Richland handles this. They choose to throw out some shields up there, just as Blue Springs did. Looks like Mini Ninja elects to do some scouting. wants to hit him with a trap right out of the gate. Will that be effective? Oh, they destroyed it right away. So we got a few jumpers that tried to jump over the gates there. The Reinhardt has pushed through the gates. They were able to deal with the threat. Hopefully they don't have anyone flanking over on that right side. Mini Ninja comes up there to try to go toe-to-toe with the opposing team's Junkrat. Got I believe a Roadhog there in that corner. Trying to take care of Mini Ninja. Ooh, both players kind of head-to-head. Mini Ninja needs some healing. So Blue Springs is on objective and is not seeing any Richland attackers. And they take objective A. 5 minutes, 52 seconds to take this next objective from Richland. That is a long time, very long time for Richland to have to defend. The Junkrat ult clearing them off. Oh, and they make quick use of that time, defeating Richland on that map. Ouch, ouch, ouch. That was impressive. Play of the game, the Junkrat ult, I'm almost certain. There you have it. Right there at the end there, clearing Richland off the point. And unfortunately, just Richland not able to put more people on there to try to defend. Okay, so with that win by Blue Springs, they take this match this week 3-1. Very impressive showing by Blue Springs JV. And good to get to play them. Appreciate you watching with us today. Thank you. We had 9 viewers today. That's the most we've had in a really long time for our esports program. So thank you, Blue Springs, for the match this week and for accommodating our need to push the time up a little earlier than what we're used to. Congratulations on your win, and thank you again to Mosef.org for hosting our stream today. Really do appreciate you watching what we've got going on here at Richland. So we will be back possibly tomorrow with another Mario Kart stream. That's sort of a last-minute decision. I got to make sure we've got enough players to assemble a team. And then we will be back on Monday as well as we continue our Smash Solo season. So, once again, appreciate you watching and have a good one.
What you have is nothing more than a system of wires and circuits. It can show feelings only to the extent of which you program it to. It will be your friend, no more than the table you built it on will be.